Okay, so I just noticed Kill Bill was trending on Twitter at the moment, and so check it out, and fucking Tarantino says Kill Bill Volume 3. What? I mean, Bill's kind of dead, not only in the movie, but in real life. You know, David Carradine kind of hung himself, jerking off. So, what the fuck, man? This is... I mean, I know this ain't the TV channel and shit, but what the hell? That's fucked up. Thoughts? Apologies for the adjustment and the voice cracking. What the fuck, man? Jesus, god damn it. Anyway, apologies for the audio variations in that last one. I forgot my netbook has this microphone boost thing on here, and when I use Buckaroo, I have to turn it off. Oh, a second, I gotta sign in here. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know how to feel about this whole idea of a Kill Bill Volume 3. There's actually an IMDb listing for it. Uma Thurman is back. Elle Driver. Daryl Hannah, her character is supposed to be dead. Wait, what the fuck? Sophie Fatale. Julie Dreyfus? Oh, okay. I was thinking Julia Louis-Dreyfus, as in, like, Elaine from Seinfeld, but that's the same chick from before. So I don't know what the hell, man. This is crazy. I know I haven't done this whole TOTKORadio thing in a while. At least I'm not doing it with a shitty mic anymore. I'm using it with my netbook's embedded microphone. It's still relatively shitty by comparison to some mics, but at least it's not, you know, an obnoxious little headset that's, you know, fucking cheap as shit. This actually has a decent stereo sound to it. And since it's not summer, the fans aren't blowing all over the fucking place. Plus, the actual recording ability on this thing is a lot clearer than the last computer. So, hey, everything kind of works out. Although I still have my squeaky chair. Oh, do I get to talk this time? Okay, cool. Fucker took forever. The David Carradine thing, hold on a second. You know what? I'm gonna see something real quick, like. The motherfucker's been dead for over 6 months. It's not too soon, you pussy. Hell, he did it to himself. Shit. It'd be one thing if, like, he got shot in a drive-by or some bullshit or whatever, but the motherfucker was in, what, Taiwan or some shit? And, you know, he was in a closet and he was hanging himself. He was trying to commit autoerotic asphyxiation. Well, it just kind of went a little too far with the asphyxiation part. You know, he was coming and going at the same time. I'm not going to give a shit about political correctness. I don't know if you've ever listened to me, but that's the last fucking thing I give a shit about. I'm obnoxious. I'm opinionated. Yeah, I actually kind of like Kesha's music now, so, you know, it's not so much like it used to be where I was like, I won't download. I've downloaded several of her songs, several remixes. I just think it's fun music. My musical tastes have they haven't varied drastically, but have definitely gotten into the techno area. I'm following a dude, DJ Dark Intensity, on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. And I like a lot of his remixes. He took that new Britney song, Hold It Against Me, which, yes, I do like. And not only he made 3 remixes, alright? He made one, And then he made another one, calling it the Revenge Remix, which he said that he liked better because there were some variations that he preferred. There's not a whole lot of variations in it. And then he made another one. Oh, who the hell was it? Let me go to my subscriptions real quick. Might as well fill up the time with some flatulence of the face. Hurry the fuck up. Hold Against You and I. It was with Medina, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was the Medina Deadmau5. Well, Medina, You and I. So yeah, it's Hold It Against Me versus You and I. He called it Hold It Against You and I. It's actually a pretty cool mashup. He's been starting up some mashups recently. Some of them have been a few of them have been pretty cool. This one I think is the better one. So most of you don't actually give a shit because you don't listen to pop music or four on the floor, baby. But yeah, that. So yeah, 4 on the floor. Yes, I really do like generic pop punch and kick music. I know that everybody here, it's not, maybe not everybody, probably a good 95-99% of the Moo population would like to harm me and others like me because of my preference for such atrocities of audio genre stuff. But you know what? It doesn't really matter because the fact is we like whatever the fuck we like for whatever purpose we like. You know, there's a lot of the stuff that I've heard that I can't get into it. The aesthetics of it just, I don't give a shit about the lyrical content. I really don't. I mean, I can hear a song and like it and understand the lyrical content and appreciate the lyrical content and the meaning behind it. But I have to like what I'm hearing, not like what I'm hearing them say necessarily. I don't have to care about. It's the aesthetic. It's the superficial concept. And I understand that maybe this is a difficult thing for some people to grasp. But the reality is that I've come to find that there are essentially 2 types of music listeners. There are the people who care about the aesthetic appeal, the immediate superficial characteristics of the art, and then there are those who have the immediate substantive aspect of the art. But the thing is that they're both substantial in their own way, and they're both superficial in their own way. I don't look at a picture and try to figure out what the author, what the painter was trying to say to me. The first thing I'm going to see is colors and shit. And, if I don't like what I'm seeing, I'm going to move on. I don't care if the motherfucker spent 50 hours painting a picture that's, 1 foot by 1 foot square, a foot squared in size, and, there's all this intricate detailed and shit. I don't fucking care. If the colors and the imagery is not something that doesn't appeal to me, I'm going to move on. Now, I may come back to it, and I actually use this as an example because it did happen. Nobody knows this because I didn't really mention it, but around September I got a tattoo. Well, like a couple of days after I got my tattoo, I went to an art show. The night that I got my tattoo, I went up to a bar and I was like, fuck it. I want to get something to drink now that I have my tattoo. The tattoo is something I drew myself, by the way. It wasn't, some sort of bullshit. And it has significant meaning to me. Anyway, and no, I'm not going to show it. Fuck off. Where was I? Oh yeah, I went to the bar. As it was closing, there was this chick up there. She was talking about this art gallery, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to grow some balls for a change. What about this art gallery? She starts talking about it. Her sister's going to be there, blah, blah, blah. So I go up there the next day, and there's this artist up there, and like his art in general just kind of didn't grab me at first. You know, it was just too chaotic, and it didn't appeal to me initially. So I went, I was walking around, and the girl that was there that I was more or less, intended to be there for, it was the sister of the one girl that invited me. I liked her artwork because it drew me in immediately. Just by looking at it. I mean, it's basically like looking at a hot chick. All right, I guess that's the best analogy I can use. You have a hot chick and you have an ugly chick. You've got a hot chick who may or may not have personality. You've got an ugly chick that, for the most part, has personality. Well, I'm going to be attracted to the hot chick because that's I'm going to see first. I can't see the ugly chick's personality. Now, maybe, yes, that's the circumstance you can get when you're listening to something like Nutri-Milk Hotel or whatever, or Bright Eyes, whatever. But the thing is that kind of music just doesn't appeal to me in general. That's not to say that it doesn't ever. I think it was The Mariner's Revenge by the Decemberists. Cool song. It took me a couple of listens, especially since it's pretty long, but I do like the song. I'm not going to listen to it, every fucking day like I will with what is it, there's a remix for DJ Got Us Falling in Love Again, Usher featuring Pitbull, and it's done by Jump Smoker. It's a fucking awesome, kick-ass beat, and I like it, and I will listen to that song. I'll actually listen to that song several times in a row. I won't listen to The Mariner's Revenge more than once, maybe a month. So if that gives you any indication, God, I can't fucking speak sometimes. If that gives you any indication as to my musical taste, that doesn't say that I have shit taste in music. I've got an image for that. I can post that if you want. But the reality is, we all have our own tastes. And, that's the only thing that matters, really. Fat bitches is fat. I don't give a shit what anybody says about the whole idea that they give you better head or anything. You know what? You can teach bitches to give you better head. If you start out with one who already knows how to give good head, maybe you should determine exactly how she came about these skills. And perhaps move along. Yes, I can spin any kind of fucking... I can spin an analogy as long as I want, one way or another. Fact is that it's all about personal taste, really. I mean, that's what it truly is. I like Lady Gaga's music because I like Lady Gaga's music. I don't have to explain shit. Now, I don't like it nearly as much as I did because, I've kind of got over that initial excitement thing. I went to the concert, I had my fun, even though it wasn't as much fun as it could have been. I'm actually trying to sell the ticket that I have for March, even though it's a much better seat. I just don't really have it in me to want to. I don't feel like going, even though there's the potential for new songs and this and that and that. For whatever reason, I've got a $100 ticket that, I looked it up on StubHub and I could probably sell it for like $300, but, I got this ticket and I was excited about it at one point, but now I'm more inclined to just get rid of it. Oddly enough, here in less than a month, on February 18th, I'm going to go see Natalia Kills. Reason why I'm going to go see her, I was sitting up at the bar one day, and there's this song playing off in the background. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is kind of cool. And I'm looking at the music video, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of wicked. And I was having a hard time reading the name on it, so I got a little bit of the chorus, looked that up. It's like Natalia Kills, Activate My Heart. I go listen to that song when I get home. I was like, holy shit, this is kind of cool. So I go look up her stuff. She's got she's got nothing out right now. She's like completely ambiguous to the world. And yet, she's got some stuff going on YouTube. She's got her own channel, and most of her YouTube channel is actually these tiny little snippets, these like short films. They're all like maybe, I don't know, 5-6 minutes long, roughly. In one of them, she's playing checkers against Akon, and it's like a life or death situation. Because they're both packing heat, and he's about to pull a gun on her, and then she, like, lifts up part of her skirt, and it was like, you know, it wasn't something revealing or anything. Maybe she had something sitting over her skirt or whatever, but she's got a fucking gun in her lap, too, and I'm like, oh, this fucking chick is pretty cool. I like her music. It's considered dark pop, you know, and what I've come to find when it comes to pop music, especially when it comes to women. Now, I like female vocalists, as I've said before in some of my in my previous shows, which are, you know, currently located on the YouTube page. Because yeah, I recorded when I recorded all those others. I actually compiled them on, turned them into actual MP3 files, and then I loaded them up on YouTube. But anyway, getting back to the point. What was the point? Something about Natalia Kills, blah, 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 blah. Well, female vocalists, I like their music because they sound like women, you know. But I've noticed that the majority of the content in their songs deals with relationships on some form or another. Natalia Kills deals with, you know, she's got a song called Mirrors, deals with a very dominating personality. Sort of, I could see in a way something of a sort of retaliatory ideology that a woman might have after having dealt with a relationship that's gone bad. She's got another song called Zombie, where basically she fell for a zombie, his heart is cold, etc., etc. Oddly enough, it very much reminds me of Gaga's Monster. And I personally think somebody needs to fucking remix those songs. You know, take the acapellas, make a brand new track, you know, take brand new instrumental, and just remix the both of those fuckers. I think I suggested it to the DJ, but I'm not sure. If I haven't, then I will. I know I've told him to remix some fuckers anyway, simply because the concept of dark pop is just cool for me, and I like her music. And she's got some, I don't know if it's not really a concert, it's probably just going to be like a small venue, which is fine because I've never been in one of those situations. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna have to take a day off to do it, but I don't care. I've already requested a day and all that good shit. But you know, I don't know why I was going there, bro. Women talking about their relationships and shit. A lot of radio play music actually deals a lot with relationships, and I think it's probably because that's the one thing most people talk about. Most people have a concern about. I mean, hell, you move over to another particular channel, and I'd have to say a good 90%, 95% of the questions that are asked where people need advice in that regard are asking about relationships. You know, what is the one thing that you can find in the majority of poetry? It deals with love and the heart and so on and so on and so forth. I mean, it's pretty much the human condition to be in love or to deal with it in some way or another. So it makes sense that the majority of the music that you would hear would deal with that on some level. You know, male artists do the same bullshit too. Yeah. I don't know about other stuff. Don't really care. I do have another thought, but I have to yawn and like try to not fall asleep. So we'll get back to that in a second. After the break, bitches. So I have no idea what the hell I was going to talk about in that last one, because I done forgot it after I was listening to it. It sounded like there was fucking sirens going on in that background, which didn't make sense to me at all. Because I'm like, I don't remember hearing any fucking sirens. I mean, maybe I had my headphones on, but I wouldn't think so. But, whatever. Alice, I know you used to be Dad Alice Glass. I know I've got your fucking name recorded as such on a previous show. I have no idea if it's like Amy Winehouse. I don't give a fuck. Amy Winehouse. The bitch is just weird. I don't even want to listen to her. Damn it, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, that video that you just sent, what was it? Less upbeat, more attractive. Yes, more attractive. Interestingly enough, her hairdo and clothing are very reminiscent of some of the stuff you might see these days, which, goes to show you that trends simply repeat themselves, especially fashion and so many other things. History repeats itself, as is, I don't know how many fucking times repeated in of itself. So, yeah, whatever. I don't know what the fuck to say. So, whatever. Maybe I'll figure something out. Alrighty. I'm too damn sleepy. Had 3 beers. Seems like this shit's all kicking in right about now. I don't know when I'll do this again. I'm definitely going to compile this. I've already saved the files. And, interestingly enough, my account actually allows me to upload stuff that's longer than 15 minutes. Go me! So I can load this all up as one whole conversation, instead of splitting it up into 15-minute pieces. It took me like several tries to have to do that first, though. I had to upload several shit. But then I started uploading and I'm like, hey. Oh, holy shit, that was a hell of a yawn. But I started uploading and it's like, hey, you're eligible to upload stuff that's longer than 15 minutes. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do that shit. Fuck this trying to figure out where to break it off and then then render that little bastard and then have to do it again and blah, 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 blah. It's like, fuck it. Do the whole goddamn thing. I got one that's like 55 minutes long on there. It's pretty cool. So, I guess then it's something about go fuck yourself, fuckface. Have fun with that.